What's going on, guys? It's the Bearded One back here with another beer review. It's been a long time since I've actually recorded any original video content. As you can see, the beard's coming along nicely. I hope to grow this beard out. Like, if I could step on my beard, like, that's beard goals for me. So here lately, I've been into like Hawaiian culture. Now, not as far as like something dorky, like I don't even know what would classify as dorky, like going out of my way to wear certain clothes or whatever, but it's football season again, and I'm a fan of the Tennessee Titans, for those of you in America who know what the NFL is. And if you know anything about the NFL, you know Marcus Mariota is the Titans quarterback right now, and he's from Hawaii. I also live in Alabama, and my college football team is the Alabama Crimson Tide. I'm wearing a 2012 national championship hat right now. And our quarterback right now is Tua Tagovailoa. So two Hawaiians right there that I pay close attention to in sports. And then I just watched the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors play last weekend. I'm a big Hawaii Rainbow Warriors fan, believe it or not. And so it was befitting tonight to try out the Hanalei, if I'm even saying it right, the Hanalei Island IPA from Kona Brewing. Now, I don't have a wonderful history with Kona Brewing. I want to say I tried an ale from there, and it's supposed to have coconut in it. It might not have been an ale. It might have been a porter, maybe. I'm not sure. It had like some like toasted coconut in it. It's one of their flagships. You can get it all the time. It's got the blue neck band. And I wasn't a fan of it, but that was a couple of years ago. My palate is ever developing, as is every beer drinker's palate. So maybe I'll like that. I'd love to go back and try that coconut beer. And I want to like Kona Brewing. I want to support Kona. I love Hawaii. I want to go there someday. There's just something very romantic and almost spiritual about the island of Hawaii. I really respect their culture. I'm just fascinated with Hawaii. So here's my second attempt at trying to support Kona Brewing, and I really hope that I'm pleased with this beer. I'm going to go ahead and pour it, and then I'll continue talking while I'm pouring. So I looked on their website and had this cool like promotional video for the IPA, all about the Hanalei Bay and how it's just the perfect spot to like take your kayak and go down this river, and this beer is supposed to be perfect for a Hawaiian sunset. You know, just all those types of things you'd see in a promotional video. Not a lot of substance in that promotional video, but that's okay with me. I didn't need a lot of substance. I don't want to say too much about the brewery. Again, I plan to go in depth into breweries in a separate series in the future, so we won't clog this video up with brewery talk. Not a lot ahead, but if you try this beer fresh, maybe you'll get a thicker head. This beer has been in my fridge for 3-4 months, and I got it in a Crate Your Own 6-pack at my craft beer store. Shout out to Top Shelf Beverage. You guys have an amazing beer selection. And I've noticed some of their older beer goes to their Pick 6 like singles shelf. So let's just see if they have a June 28th of 2018. So this beer is over a year old. With it being an IPA, that kind of scares me. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a disclaimer to take this review with a grain of salt. Although I did not cellar this beer, it has been in the fridge, so maybe hopefully that has saved the hops a little bit, because over time hops take the most damage first when you age a beer. So we got a decent amount of carbonation here. I'm expecting a refreshed, crisp beer by the clearish appearance. It's got like I'd say a copper tinge to it. Almost kind of pink when I'm looking at the wood, but then up here it's a lot more yellow, more the color of brass when you put it into the light. All right, so let's get into the aroma. So one thing that has me excited about this beer, and the nose just got me really excited for this beer. I'm like geeking out right now because I'm finally getting into IPAs. I can finally enjoy IPAs. This year, 2019, I've made my beer goal to be to finally enjoy IPAs, and I've gotten there. I've accomplished my goal. And I love these tropical citrusy IPAs, and I read that they use passion fruit, guava, and orange in here. Oh, and they mentioned the hop name. Maybe it's on the bottle. It's a weird H word. Yeah, it's not on here, and I don't feel like looking it up. Like Hosakal hops or something are in here. Never heard of it, so I'm just super excited. This is like an all original beer to me. Let's get into the taste. Oh, let me describe the nose right quick. So yeah, I got some hops. It's a little mild for an IPA. I know there's plenty of mild IPAs out there, but when I think of an IPA, I think it's like a Northwestern IPA, like just super brutal on the hops. You know, because I'm still easing into IPAs. I'm not like an IPA guy, so like even someone who is an IPA lover in Oregon, what they consider to be a weak IPA would be medium bitterness to me. Anyways, that's where I'm at in my journey and my palate. Anyways, so I do taste the hops. They do taste citrusy. They smell citrusy. Yeah, and I smell that fruit, and that's what I'm getting. I mean, there's nothing else in there. I don't want anything else in there. Very pleasant nose. I'm hoping, being aged for over a year, this beer still tastes as good as it smells. Yeah, so the carbonation, this is the first thing that comes to my mind is the carbonation isn't really there. Like, you got bubbles dancing around in this thing. Again, you could attribute it to the age of the beer. It's just kind of flat. I mean, it's not water by any means, but it's. I would describe the carbonation prickliness to that of a flat soda. But I still like the taste. I'm going to go in for another sip. Yeah, right there on the tip, like first hitting your tongue, I'm getting the fruitiness, and then the hops kind of marry in. It's very tropical-esque hops they used. and then the hops are going down. The flavor is kind of mild to me. I would like the fruits to kind of hit me a little more. I don't know if I can taste the passion fruit. I've had guava. I've had the Jumex guava nectar. That was pretty good. I don't know if that qualifies as be having guava, but I love that Jumex guava nectar, and I definitely taste the orange in there, and again that tropical citrusy hop flavor is in there as well. I'm definitely gonna have to try this beer again at a fresher date. Based on it being a year old, I would buy a 6-pack of this. I would buy a 6-pack of this. Official football kickoff. All the big schools are playing in 2 days. I would buy a 6-pack of this, and fresh, and watch football all day and session these bad boys. It's a sessionable IPA. It doesn't have too much alcohol, I don't believe. It's intended to be a sessional IPA as well. 4.5% alcohol, so yeah, very sessionable. Hops aren't gonna blow your palate away. Mild flavor though, not like the Aroma, but that's okay. For a year-old beer, I'm gonna be a little fair. I'm gonna give this a 3.5 out of 5. A solid B rating. If I had this at a fresher date, which I'm going to save my Untapped check-in of this beer for when I have something fresher. And yeah, so B beer. I recommend this fresh for those of you who like the tropical flavors, or you're just trying to try something different. Maybe Kona Brewing's for you. For me, I like it. I approve. I don't think IPAs are for rookies, so if you're just stepping into beer, again, I think the mild flavor comes from the age of this beer. I think that took a hit and kind of watered down the flavor. So if you had this fresh, it might kind of set your palate on fire. But for experienced IPA drinkers or people like me that are kind of getting used to the hops and kind of, stepping out on a limb to drink more IPAs, I recommend this to you people. Until then, I'm going to try to film regularly again. I'm shooting for 2 videos a week. We'll see how that goes. You can catch me on Twitter at bearded1, BEARDED ONE 89. I don't have PlayStation Network right now, but I do stream on Twitch. You can catch me at the bearded one, whatever the URL is for Twitch, but the bearded one is my name on there, and it's BEERDED, like my nickname here on YouTube. So yeah, you can catch me on those social medias. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you liked this video. I know I can get a little long-winded with these reviews. I'm trying to work on cutting these videos down. But yeah, until next time, guys, cheers.